Coach PJ here, me and Greta, an 11-week-old Doberman, obviously teething. This week I had a really interesting experience. I had the opportunity to use an app on my phone called Be My Eyes. I don't know if any of you have this app, but it's an app where you register yourself, and once you're registered, you wait. You wait for someone to reach out to you. You wait for your phone to have an alert that someone needs your help. And what it is, it's an app where millions of people are registered, and it's an opportunity to help folks who have sight issues, who have trouble seeing, who are legally blind. And at any point in time, your phone could be alerted that someone needs your help. And if you are lucky enough to be able to take the call at the time it comes in, and you are lucky enough to be matched with that person because there's a lot of volunteers, you have the opportunity to get online with someone and help them. So this week I had a woman get on the phone with me, and she wanted to sell body lotions, and she'd been selling body lotions online, but she needed to be able to label them so that she knew what she was selling and that she could ship the right product. So that was her. We spent about 15 minutes on the phone working through her products, and she would hold them up to the camera and I would read them, and then she would print some Braille labels on her Braille machine and label them. So we went through 10, 12 products and were able to label them for her and help her with that option. I've done this a number of times, and really the reason I bring it up is because volunteering is so critical. It's so much a part of helping our communities. As business owners, we have the opportunity to, in many cases, have the freedom of our schedules. We have a little bit of different allocation of our time. So being able to volunteer, you could volunteer at a dog shelter for dogs that are rescued, or you could volunteer at a soup kitchen or at your local church, your local event. There's so many different events that are going on, whether, think about what your chamber has offered. It doesn't matter where you're volunteering, but it's definitely a way to give back to your community. It's a way to continue to be social. It's a way to continue to connect with folks. It gives you both a sense of appreciation of what you have, as well as a sense of connection to other folks. How grateful we often are when we volunteer, because we can see that we are blessed. We have so much to offer. I was talking to someone yesterday, a client of mine yesterday, who volunteers with a program in the city, and it is to read with children reading to dogs. So for 10, 11 years, she'd bring her dog into the city pre-COVID, and the children who were struggling with some of their reading skills would read to dogs, because it was less self-conscious for them to read to dogs than for them to read to people. So it was a way for them to enhance their reading skills, and there's direct correlation between reading and prison rates. For those who can read at a third grade level and have that capability, their prison rates and the ability for them to function in society at large and to contribute and be great members is dramatically related to their reading levels at the third grade point in their lives. So there's so many opportunities out there. I was talking to a gentleman at the Mission. I volunteered at a Mission in the city. We were packaging food for the neighbors in West Chicago, and he said he was very passionate about STEM programs and getting more kids into STEM. And the message, he said, I think I want us to create a not-for-profit. And I asked him, I said, well, I'm sure there's not-for-profits that do this. Have you considered volunteering at one, either as a board member or just as a volunteer? And he said, no, but that's a great idea. Why wouldn't I volunteer at a place that already does this work and is already in the process of it? Another opportunity, when I was in the city at the food pantry this weekend and packaging food for the neighbors, is that Hunger Resource Network, which is a group that I've served on the board before that helps with food insecurity. They were packaging thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of chicken, frozen chicken, which is so critical for the protein needs of those who are food insecure. And the fortunate part is that we received some of that chicken in the city from their efforts in North Chicago, and we're able to distribute it to neighbors that were in need. Lots of opportunities. You just have to look, and if you have any ideas and any thoughts about what you volunteer for, put it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Your Business Profit. Until next time.